Hello, my name is Jay, and I would be what you call a Discord expert, if that's a technical word. And today I'm going to talk about the things you do not want to do on Discord. These things are dangerous. Some of these are definitely not necessarily you being illegal, but some other people that are doing illegal activities, how you can stay away from that. And basically, I'm going to talk about some of the bad parts of Discord. As much as I love Discord, there are bad parts and bad circumstances that people can get into. I've been in. I can talk from experience on these. That there are times when, of course, bad people on the internet would like to find your information out. And I want to talk about those things. These are kind of the same general quota for all of the internet, but especially so these are fine-tuned for what Discord, in particular, has had in my past experience, issues that they've had and things that have come up that you really, really do not want to have happen. So I'm going to first talk about a little of the background story about myself. So I have had Discord servers for the last 3 years, 3 or 2 years, and I have both a large quantity of Discord servers I've started, some with some big ones like with 5,000 members, 2 of them, actually 3 of them that I've started with 5,000 members now, and then I've had a large sum that are also around 1,000 members, and so I know what I'm doing on Discord. And I also have a pretty good fan base on YouTube, or a lot of subscribers on YouTube, between my tech channel, which is my main channel, and this channel, which is a Discord channel, which I try to do more educational videos about how to, grow your Discord server. And so I thought, well, hey, I want to make a video for those people that are maybe young, and that's fine. You just got to understand these things so you don't ever get put in that situation. So for streamers, for YouTubers, for people of kind of importance, it's kind of my personal opinion, or actually my belief, that the more popular you get, the more likely these things are to have happen. So if you're somebody of importance, you maybe want to go contact me, or go contact somebody else, or to really seriously sit down and consider watching this video to the end, so that way you understand, all these little details. So let's get started, because I've wasted enough time already. I apologize. Number one, I want to make a big point of, obviously I'm not going to talk about don't tell people your password, all the simple stuff. I want to talk about the in-depth stuff. So I want to talk about links. Now, you're thinking, oh boy, the classic sketchy link, grabyourip.com. I don't click on that. Well, I want to take a moment to talk about sketchy links. Why? Because A, they may not look sketchy. Say somebody goes, hey, join my Discord server, and they put a link down there. You don't recognize it. Maybe it's Discord TK. And they go, it looks kind of like a Discord link. And I mean, I'm not saying that all Discord, modified Discord links, people do that to shorten their links, and that's definitely something that's a viable reason. And I would say more times than not, you're going to end up getting a Discord server. But that's an odd one out. I would say more links that are, you don't recognize the name of that, maybe they say join your server, or check this out, and they put something in there that's kind of inclining for you to click on it, but you don't recognize the link. YouTube videos? Of course, YouTube isn't going to hurt you. But I've had a couple circumstances in the past where people have posted some really, really sketchy things. And now, the quick, simple solution to figure out if it's worth clicking on is, number one, VPNs are quite a good, useful tool. If you're unfamiliar with what those are, I'd suggest looking those up. But also, do a quick search on the domain. Just, if it's www.grabify.com, just post that into Google and read up what it's about. If it's I don't know, they're trying to show you a video, trying to, imager, something like that, then obviously it will tell you. You'd be like, oh, that's fine. But I've had circumstances in the past where I've gone and searched that up, and it's turned out to be an IP logger, which, if you're unfamiliar with that is, that kind of grabs some of your personal information and gives it to the person that kind of created that link and sent it to you. And in circumstances where I don't want people finding my information, because you get into the whole world of DDoSing, people taking down your internet, you really, really, really do not want to have your internet down for a whole week because somebody thought it was a funny idea to make it impossible for you to post videos. And I'm speaking from experience. So just avoid the sketchy links. If they're sketchy, if you're in doubt, just throw it into Google, see what Google says. Google will definitely save your butt a couple times clicking on some of those really questionable links and getting your information taken, or you haven't put it in a really tough situation. Yes, it's against Discord's terms of service. I hope that none of you have it happen. I'm not encouraging you to do so. This is really something that's illegal. Also, kind of getting information. Well, that's more doxing, but getting people's information is still very sketchy stuff. And so, if you ever run into this, please, please, please do not click on any of that stuff. The other thing I want to talk about is sketchy files. Now, there's a really fine line. Files are something you have to really I don't know, trust the person, but it's really, really difficult to draw a line between should you click on it and should you not. Now, I will give you some tips, though, on how to actually go about some of these things. So first off, and this is from my experience as well, I've had times where people have sent me videos. Now, videos in normal circumstances would be fine, but if you're unfamiliar, Discord does not have a preview feature of a video. Rather, they make it, of course, you have to download the file and then open it. Well, where the problems come into play is that if someone makes a virus, puts a virus file in there, and changes the ending from exe to .movie, Discord still says it looks like a movie. You download it, you try to open it, and voila, you have virus. Now, in circumstances, as I said, if you're just an average Joe, you're playing Fortnite, you're 9 years old, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to get targeted. It's really, obviously, I'm not saying you won't, but it's a lot less likely from someone, A, in my shoes, B, a YouTuber, B, someone that owns a Discord server. There's just a lot of things that the more exposed, I guess you could get to everybody in Discord, the more likely the bad people will find you. So therefore, if you get one of those questionable, you don't recognize the person, maybe it's not necessarily a movie, but it's a text file or something you really don't recognize, I would only say if it's a movie. If it is a .movie file and you don't recognize the person, go into Google Docs, or not Google Docs, Google Drive, download the file but do not open it, and take that file and throw it into Google Drive. If it actually shows up with the video, Google Drive will let you play the video. You'll be able to look at the video and see what it is. If Google Drive doesn't recognize the file, I would delete it either way, but just make sure everything's deleted. As long as you don't open it, yes, there's some viruses, some really, really sketchy people that can do things if you just download it. But if you download it and open it in Google Drive, you're really going to save out a lot of those sketchy circumstances, and you're really going to save yourself from getting a virus or anything you really, really don't want. So, obviously, I can give you a whole lecture about, make sure you don't post, your personal information, or you don't post, things you don't want on there. But that is pretty much the majority of the two biggest things I say don't ever click on, don't ever do. And now, I made this video specifically because, people obviously know the simple ones. They say, don't put information out there. But what it really comes down to, and what's most common on Discord, and coming from Skype as well, is that Discord has these kind of people that do these tricks. And if you're familiar with the most common types of tricks, you're going to be in a good circumstance. And Discord is really good about security. If you go into a voice chat, they do a lot of work to make sure you're... I also want to make one more point about those people that have the web browser from a Discord. Sketchy links, sketchy files, anything that you download that looks kind of, fishy that you've never seen before, also has the possibility of also getting your some of the IDs and the session IDs from Discord, which are basically your temporary, long story short, it's your login code that says, hey, I'm logged in here, and there's a chance that they can take that and then log in as you somewhere else. And especially if you're a Discord server owner and you have a big server, that's some high incentive. Obviously, two-factor authentication is kind of important, and I know Discord does a good job with this, but in circumstances, not necessarily in Discord, but like at other websites, they can get a lot of information by just having some simple scripts that run in the background. So those sketchy links, those sketchy files, all those things that you probably don't want to click on, if in doubt, test it. Or if you really don't recognize the person, don't even bother. Is it really worth losing some stuff or checking out this cool meme that they say? And then there's also been some circumstances where it'll be quite inappropriate, and it won't necessarily be a virus, but you'll be pretty scarred for life. And that's also happened. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope this saved somebody from ending up in a bad circumstance. And, yeah. Also check out my Discord servers. I have a YouTuber Discord. We've got Trap Nation. We've got some really huge YouTubers on there. We also got a Discord development, so if you're interested in growing your Discord server, need help with that, need some coaching, it's all free. You can hop on there. There's a Discord server for that. And then I have a Discord server for my tech and computer stuff. By chance, I know most of these people that are watching are going to be more younger since it's Discord oriented, but maybe you're a little bit older. That'd also be the Discord server for you. And I also do have another channel, but in an odd circumstance you're into computers, that would be the thing for you. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye. IP, all that information isn't out there. And I also want to make one final point about those people that have the web browser from a Discord. Sketchy links, sketchy files, anything that you download that looks kind of, fishy that you've never seen before, Also has the possibility of also getting your some of the IDs and the session IDs from Discord, which are basically your login temporary. Long story short, it's your login code that says, "Hey, I'm logged in here," and there's a chance that they can take that and then log in as you somewhere else. And especially if you're a Discord server owner and you have a big server, that's some high incentive. Obviously, two-factor authentication is kind of important, and I know Discord does a good job with this, but in circumstances, not necessarily in Discord, but like at other websites, they can get a lot of information by just having some simple scripts that run in the background. So those sketchy links, those sketchy files, all those things that you probably don't want to click on, if in doubt, test it. Or if you really don't recognize the person, don't even bother. Is it really worth losing some stuff or checking out this cool meme that they say? And then there's also been some circumstances where it'll be quite inappropriate, and it won't necessarily be a virus, but you'll be pretty scarred for life. And that's also happened. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this saved somebody from ending up in a bad circumstance. And yeah. Also check out my Discord servers. I have a YouTuber Discord. We've got Trap Nation. We've got some really huge YouTubers on there. We also got a Discord development, so if you're interested in growing your Discord server, need help with that, need some coaching, it's all free. You can hop on there. There's a Discord server for that. And then I have a Discord server for my tech and computer stuff. By chance, I know most of these people that are watching are going to be more younger since it's Discord oriented, but maybe you're a little bit older. That'd also be the Discord server for you. And I also do have another channel, but in an odd circumstance you're into computers, that would be the thing for you. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.